Welcome to the Anderson Rugby Complex here at the United States Military Academy. This is Army West Point Women's Rugby on YouTube. I'm Nikolai Busko. Thanks for joining us. You're probably wondering why that thing is up there and not the field at the moment. Well, Army was able to warm up, and they're still going through the motions. Brown team bus did not get here until approximately 20 minutes ago. So they got here about a quarter of. And as a result, they are still warming up and going through what they need to do in order to play this game properly. We have a tentative start time of 7:30 for kickoff between Army and Brown. So that's where we are right now. Everybody's okay. No explanation given for the delay. But again, Army and Brown will get started at 7:30 Eastern Time, about 25 minutes from now. In the meantime, sit back, relax. We'll have the opening kickoff for you, hopefully at the bottom of the hour here on YouTube. Military Academy. This is Army West Point Women's Rugby on YouTube. After its B-side played LIU in a pair of 10th matches, the Black Knights now take on Brown in a full night of 15 contest. Good evening, everybody. I'm Nikolai Busco. Thanks for your patience. The bus carrying Brown did not arrive until at 6:45. Wasn't their fault, so they got a full warm-up, and we're ready to go now. Army's making up this postponement of the game against Brown from 3 weeks ago. Simple message on Brown's Twitter account for the Women's Rugby Program. Saturday's match at Army was postponed due to health and safety protocol. Army trying to carry on after a loss at Dartmouth 2 weeks ago. Trailed 19-3 half at Hanover, lost to Lake Green 24-15 to fall 3-1 on the season. Sydney Schaff scored early in the second half for Army, but Dartmouth answered with 20 minutes left. Kyle Boyle also scored a try for Army, but not with nearly enough time left to make a comeback. As the Black Knights look to handle the Bears here, Brown arrives on a 3-game winning streak, though. Nikki Lynch and Noelle Lewis each scored 2 tries as the Bears beat LIU last week, 34-19, and Army has been able to receive the opening kickoff after it was placed nice and high. Some of these ladies played in the B-side games against LIU, which LIU won both of them. So they might be a little bit vinegary right now, a little bit angry how that went down. Here comes now for Walker for Army. She stood up though. Black Knights at the 22. They'll try to get it inside. They do now. It came to Butt. She's able to get a little bit further through. Now we whistle. This one's going against Army. So the Bears improved to 3-1-1 overall last week, 2-0-1 at home. It was Brown coach Rosalind Chow who said our squad is really well under the conditions to play an improved LIU squad. We believe LIU's improved after we saw even was 10s just a short time ago. Chow said that the game against LIU was a great physical contest that was back and forth. They continue to see work together as a team. Chow also said Nikki Lynch is really finding her groove on both attack and defense. Here comes the segment for Army as she tries to barrel her way through. The pushing continues. Then back deep. More good passing here. Slowed up, but they maintain possession as Walker tries to bust her way through. Dragged down again, she rolls, she continues. Look back now again for Walker. Tries to barrel again. But Brown strong defensively here in the early going. Off Llewellyn, good tackle. As Cassie trying to bring down the ball carrier for Brown. Here comes Rinka. On the far side, Army just trying to attack with Brown, making sure that nothing bad happens with that. Good fake is trying to push through again with Linder. Zegda able to get it inside. As Army still with great possession, but no points yet. It comes to Ollis. It was juggled to Murtaugh as play continues. No knock on, nothing forward, but Brown will get it back, and they may think about trying to kick it in touch. We have a whistle for the referee, though. And he says it was knocked ahead. So he gave the advantage after the knock-on, and so Brown will now be able to boot it away. Army West Point's top priority is to let leaders prepare to fight with the nation's battles. As the world's preeminent leadership institution, the Academy focuses on producing people who trust, accountability, passion, integrity, and empathy. To learn more, visit GoArmyWestPoint.com. It's a little bit slower than the men that cheer from the sideline. Now they'll try to circle the wagons. It's out. Referee says you can go and take it. And it's shifted now for Kathy, who's already made her presence known for the Bears. Give it inside. That's getting it forward. It's unlocked. And we have a whistle. And it looks like they're going to whistle the Bears for not releasing. So Army get it back with some good speed. Shirt is tugged. Play continues. It's chucked down. Gargle tries to go forward. About 10 away now. The pushing continues like trying to push a fridge up Storm King Mountain. The barreling continues towards the 5. Army knocking on the door again. Trying to make sure everybody set his walker. Now it's work right back. And a drop goal. They score! Eisenhart. That may be the first ever drop goal for the program in the history of Anderson Rugby Complex. You almost never see it at this level. As Army will take the points. Eisenhart makes it 3-0, 5 minutes in. I can die a happy man because I've never seen that on this pitch before. So the Black Knights pick up some points early. Alyssa Eisenhart, her foot has been short since she walked on post. The Black Knights enjoy the lead. You can use Twitter to keep up the latest news and information about the Army West Point Women's Rugby. You can handle Army, WP_W Rugby. Again, Army, WP_W Rugby on Twitter. That is a boss move. If you don't make that kick, you got lots of fighting to do. Meanwhile, everybody who's watching the ball disappear through the night. Here comes Army off the kickoff. Bit of a slip there, but no knock-on call as Army continue to push. Just mind the score here as they are crawling forward, getting to the 10 now. It's booted nice and high, live ball. Anybody can grab it. Brown will take control. As the Black Knights being physical off the get-go here. Now we have a whistle. And this one is going against Army. And so, on the far side, it'll be shooted back in as the ball had escaped. They got to go find it, and Eisenhart, who had put the points on the board earlier, she'll find the ball and get it back into play here. A different type of ball control. So the Bears will toss this one in quickly. Army's had the lion's share possession early and lead 3-0. Good lineup by Brown as they try to get back to work quickly. Trying to barrel the way through is Mahoney for the Bears. We have a whistle. And this one's going against Army again. Quick tap, and the referee says, nope, you got to come all the way back here. Apparently, Emmy Onmark was ready to go, and now she's been told to come back. Now they say she can do something with it. As it's brought back far side is the Bears with some good solid possession here. On the far side again. Army bending and not breaking. And another whistle. And this one is going to go against Brown for not releasing the ball. When you are down, you have to get rid of it. So we'll see if Eisenhart can get some distance with her leg. Good tackle, but as you can see, not releasing quickly was Lynch. So this is moved down the field again, and Army will get set for a line out right in front of the Brown bench. The Army West Point men's basketball team will play in the London Basketball Classic. This happens November 24th and 26th in London's Olympic basketball venue. For more information, including how to buy tickets, visit inspiresports.com. Spelling it out, INSPIRUS sports.com. The Black Knights able to do the job on the lineout, and they'll maintain possession, but a great tackle made to the far side. No kick, they'll continue to run with it. Some good speed as trying to navigate is Butt, and she'll go down to the sideline. Bringing her down is Parker. Oh, the hitting is picked up, that's for sure. We've got a lot of energy right now. Butt was in good position. and just tracking her all the way was Parker. It'll be a line out now for Brown. It's deflected, and it's picked up by Army. Is trying to move forward. Is Rekna. She's wrapped up, though, and this is going to go against Brown. High tackle, they say. Eisenhart's going to get rid of this one, but it's not going to reach the sideline. It's bobbled. Is it a knock-on? No, it is not. Still fumbled a little bit more, and in pursuit aggressively is Scott for Army. And it's intercepted as the Black Knights thought they might have had some found money. They're trying to cash it in. It still is on the far side. Everybody's scrambling now to get towards the try line. The rolling continues. Army trying to will that ball into the zone for the first time tonight. Now it's pushed back. Again, they say, not yet. Inside the 5. The knocker isn't working. Try the doorbell. Hook back. Eisenhart doesn't kick it this time. Drops it off for Butt. Still has it. Cody Butt gets taken down, but not before she got it over to Scott. Scott. Army trying to be quick, but some good tackling. Again, great pursuit by Kathy. We have a whistle. And this one is against Army. Not releasing the ball, so Brown dodges a bullet. 11th minute. Both teams have had their Wheaties, and some of them have poured Red Bull on them. Army in front 3-0. Off the side of the foot. It'll still be a line out for the Bears, but I'm not sure they went as far as they wanted. Tremendous intercept and almost bring it in for a score. And look at that, tremendous. I think that was Pop who was able to make the intercept. So now we have a line out for the Bears. Army trying to get good position here. Again, it's got to be kept straight. And the referee's now saying, okay, we can form everybody up here. There is lots of yelling right now as the referee, I think, had stopped his watch for a moment. And it's dropped and intercepted again as Brown cannot hang on to it. It's taken by Rekna. Inside pass, it came to Linder. She's upended. And a whistle is blown. Knocked ahead, they say. So Brown will get it back in a scrum. On-field temperature right now, 53 degrees, but it probably feels like 100 on the field right now with all that intensity. It's a pressure cooker, that's for sure. Again, lots of fermatas on the women's side. The men, they're a lot quicker with that chant. That's okay, it works. And a whistle. I have an update from down the street at Malik Stadium. Army men's soccer. They trailed Bucknell a goal to nil early. Nick Atkinson got a goal late in the first half, and now Dylan Mitchner has scored in the 67th minute to give the men a 2-1 lead. There's now 16 minutes left in that game. For those who have not paid attention, both of Army's soccer teams have a chance to win regular season titles. As getting dragged by her shirt was Rekna. Able to get it forward, though, as Army trying to keep pushing again. Knock back now for Murtaugh. Trying to get through, almost able to put a quarter to a dime slot. Dragged down again with Campos. And we have a whistle. Looks like we have a Brown scrum coming up as Army mishandled the ball again. But the Black Knights have definitely dominated the territory here in the early going. Important scrum for Brown. They need to get out of their own way right now. They need to get out of the shadows of their own sticks. don't need a conductor. They know exactly what to do down there when they sing. Put into the slot by Unmarked. Work back, and now Brown trying to go forward and barging her way through to get some good distance before giving it to Lewis out of bounds was Kathy. Now Army regained possession. The referee says, wait a minute. And he's going to work it all the way back towards the 22. Very simply put, he tells the Black Knights en masse, I was not ready. And it looked like a face wash into the kitchen of Eisenhart by Lewis. Eisenhart gets rid of it. It'll set up a line out near the 5, maybe 10 away. Everyone in the gallery excited, including the Huskies. What a great night for rugby. Important line out coming up. Zegda gets ready to toss this in. If you're Army, secure possession and be quick. Nicely done. Now can they go forward? It comes now for Cargyle. Cargyle has the ball. And now we have a whistle. Not releasing. And that'll go against Army. And the referee looks like he's called time again, and now wants to have a conversation as Rekna's going to come over and listen to what he has to say. I'm under the impression that he's telling Rekna, if somebody does that again, or I hear another word, someone is going to have a very tough time in the naughty corner. So he says time on, and we go on. More news from Alex Stadium at Clinton Field. Nick Atkinson has scored again as the ball has wandered up here. Atkinson has scored again for Army with 14 minutes left. The Black Knights men now lead Bucknell 3-1. So this will be a lineup coming up for Brown once more. Second quarter in Hilbert, New York. Army Sprint football leads Stack 21-7. If Mark West charges keep winning, they will get another crack at Navy likely. As more hard movement by Lewis and Cathy, but it's worked right back and a big thundering hit on Mahoney by the Black Knights as a group. The earth is shaking. Beyond the 22 as the Bears just try to keep it going. Secure the ball. Wandered back and his bobble. The referee says play on. Brown able to recover it. And now it's moved out of the shadows. And we have another whistle. Somebody dove in. You can't do that. You cannot leave your feet. So Brown will have some breathing room as Army was back off. Emmy Unmarked has a conversation with the referee. And now she tells Julia Murray to go away. And now Murray says it's my ball. She'll get rid of it and set up a line out. Approaching the midway point of this first half. Has not been pretty, but Army still in front on the drop goal by Eisenhart. 3-0. More noise down below. As Brown will just try to go station to station right now. It comes in and maybe a forearm shiver got into the face of O'Boyle. Brown will work it back again. And it's finally put it away for safekeeping. It rolls, and it's kept alive as it'll be picked back up by Butt. We have a whistle. As the assistant said, yes, it did go out. Both teams are hustling quite a bit right now. Zegna will toss this one back in for Army. As we get ready for this, we can tell you the Army West Point men's soccer program holds a winter ID clinic a little bit later. Happens at Foley Athletic Center on Saturday, January 7th. The camp provides a competitive learning environment for those looking to play in college. Goalies will have specific training. More information, please visit the team's Twitter account and click on the link in the bio. That account is ArmyWP_M Soccer. Again, ArmyWP_M Soccer. As it is worked ahead now by Butt. Butt high steps, being dragged by her shirt. She continues. Cody Butt heading to the head of the class right now as the Black Knights get some running shoes on. It's worked back now for Wonker. Swept back now. Trying to be quick about it is Campos. She goes nowhere. More pushing and shoving is trying to be the aggressor is Mahoney. Army continue to chirp up some yards and meters and everything else that can be measured as Linder looking for a solution. Gets about 10 out. It's moving all the way towards the left side. Can Army keep possession? Can they handle cleanly? Wonker can't get it through. The referee says play on. Hook back down to Eisenhart. Shifts it down to Butt. Went off the face, I think, of O'Boyle, and that's the end of that. That's been the story so far the first half for Army. They've had great possession, but only 3 points to show for it. Boom, right off the chin of O'Boyle. Good news is all the cadets, including the females, take boxing, so that's not going to hurt her much. It'll be a scrum for Brown here when play resumes. And the referee is saying that both front rows need to work better together here. In the scrum, you have to form with each other and then work against each other. You can be whistled for collapsing it. That's a no-no. Unmark gets it in. We'll get it back. Good tackling by Army immediately. And we have a whistle. And somebody for Brown is down in agony. Everybody scurries out to check on her. This has been a rough, physical game. Not sure that it's exactly what Brown wanted. Army, they have no trouble being physical. But it has been a game where both teams have dug the trenches and filled them with water, making them moats. Army in front on the drop goal early in the match by Alyssa Eisenhart, who's been so good with her feet all season. Looks like an awkward landing. Going to be some contact up high. A lot of power here in this sport. O'Boyle made the tackle. Don't think anything malicious was intended. As the Bears are trying to regather and figure out what they've done well tonight, what they can do better. Same thing with Army. Keep in mind that Army West Point athletes are not just cadet athletes, but also Warrior scholars. Army represents Warrior, and West Point represents Scholar. To separate them would take away the purpose of the U.S. Military Academy. They come together as one to outsmart the enemy. Army has outsmarted Brown enough so far, but they've not been as careful with the ball as they would have liked. They've had a couple of opportunities go by the board. They could be up by a lot more than 3-0. And this is earlier. I've been doing games, handling broadcasts since this place opened. I've never seen a drop goal in a real game before. That is not an easy thing to do because there's so much that has to go your way. The good pass, and you're going to bounce it in. And Eisenhart, who's been kicking very well for Army this year, was able to ring true. And it's an unusual decision, I think, to go with a drop goal that early in the contest, but the Black Knights wanted to get out in front early. Army has had great possession and great territory, but have not been able to break the ice to get it into the try zone. Brown's had some handling errors as well. A couple of lineouts have not been smooth. And you see that again. Mackay Boyle had the ball go off of her face on the pass by Butt. Would imagine that during the experience with LIU earlier this afternoon during 10s rugby, which is 2 10-minute halves of 10 on 10, similar to 7s rugby, which is 7 on 7 for 7-minute halves, Army might have been humbled a little bit. Some of the players who are part of that experience are playing right now, and they've definitely taken the field tonight with a bit of a renewed enthusiasm here, a bit of urgency. Army in those 2 games involving LIU, which combined for what would be a normal half of 15s rugby, did not score a single point on LIU. LIU was very, very strong in that regard. 10s has played among emerging rugby programs in what is very much an emerging sport, women's rugby. So that was an interesting experiment to see the experience early this afternoon. The good news is that Akila Cathy is back on her feet, but her left leg was getting a considerable amount of attention. So we hope that she's going to be able to make her way back, but it looks like right now the last thing she wants, or at least she should be doing, is playing at a feverish pace like this. She got off to a great start in this match. So Army, as the referee comes over to speak to Rekna for Army, but a couple of players for Brown, and now it looks like both teams are coming together. He is going to explain how this match is going to restart. Sorting out a lot of things and having to basically rewind the tape player in your own mind if you're the referee. And it does look like there will be a scrum to start things up again, and it will be an Army scrum, I think. And the referee says, okay, time on, let's go. Joey Hickson has scored for Army at Clinton Field. The men's soccer team for Army now leads Bucknell 4-1. They will complete that mission, at the very least have a share first place when the weekend is over. Let's see if both teams can reset following the lengthy delay. Hook back out quickly. Good pass. Inside it comes as Army thought they might have had a chance, thanks to Scott, but instead Brown was onto it. This is going to go off some fingertips, but it's regathered as the Black Knights still in possession. Down goes Schaff. It comes to Murtaugh. Ollis. It's on the deck, though, and that's the end of that. They say it was forward. Ball handling errors continuing to plague Army. They should be up by more than 3, but Brown has done just enough. Waldorf and Statler have joined the choir. Unmarked, gets ready to put that coin into the fountain. Gets it back. Good pass. Brown has done this part of the game well so far this evening. Once they get control out of the scrum, they know exactly what to do, but they've yet to have that big run. The play has been down in their end for the vast majority of the affair tonight. Murray gets this one away. It'll roll and roll and roll out of bounds. So that will alleviate some pressure, and things will be reset on the far side. Army trying to be quick, and now it's slowed down again. $11:30 left in the first half in Hilburn. Army Sprint football still leads Stack 21-7. Yes, we reached that time of year in the fall sports season. We're all watching the scoreboards now. Meanwhile, downstairs, there's a husky waiting to be fed dinner. Maybe two of them. As it's brought back now by the Black Knights. As they run upfield quickly. Here comes Cargyle trying to power her way through. They keep moving it. She gets to midfield. Eisenhardt drops it back as trying to move forward is Schaff. She powers her way to the 22. Hang on to the ball if you're Army. Eisenhardt again. She'll kick it forward. Live ball, but in pursuit. And Humpty Dumpty's going to run out of bounds. So Army playing with field position that time, and Brown finds itself back into the corner of the ring again. I believe the line down on my left was suffocate them, don't let them leave. It sounds contradictory. If you don't want a guest to leave, you're not going to do that. The rugby's a bit of a different code altogether. Brown with a line out. It's deflected away. Wait a minute. Now we hear a whistle as it was knocked ahead. So they'll have to redo this all over again. A scrum will form about 12 meters away from the Brown line. The Bears have had some control lately, but have not been able to get out of the shadow of their own sticks. Unmarked, hoping that she can find the right play out of this scrum here. Hook back, it's dropped. Ball still isn't tackled. In the back was Lewis. No, pardon me, that was Parker. And so now Army has the opportunity to come up with a big strike here. This cannot go by the boards if you're the Black Knights. You've done everything but score a try so far in the first near half hour of this game. I didn't realize the sport lent itself to humor. Even the yell leader down there is laughing. Everybody having a good time, yelling just to keep warm. It comes to Eisenhardt. Looks to make a play. Still running. Gets dumped. Army wants a high tackle, doesn't get it. Work back out now for Linder. It's chucked down the left side. It ultimately comes out of the shadows, down the left side. Jeff trying to put it in. Does not get to the corner, is inside the 5. The pushing continues. It is one big mosh pit right now as Linder leads with her elbow. Play continues. The pushing, the struggle is real. Shifted back now, Cargyle. Good toss, it came back to Butt, got it back to Eisenhardt, who's able to run right side. Maybe one more pass to make. It's short though. Scott has to pick it up, and she is decked. Army though, able to keep possession. They are fortunate for sure. Hook back now. Can Recta get in? No! Knock on right at the try line. The pizza delivery guy had one with the works ready to deliver, but he slipped on a patch of ice on the stoop. So to say, precarious scrum for Brown. If they get it back to one of the backs, they'll have to kick it away quickly. If Army gets possession, they'll have yet another chance to score right away. If Brown wins this game, Army's going to have no one to blame but themselves in the first half hour the way this has gone. They're not going to get rid of it yet. They'll try to power the way through. They do get to the 5. Brown must handle with care here. Now it comes back out to Murray, who gets rid of it. Nice and high, but will keep it on the ground. Falls on it. She can do that because it did not hit her hand. Moving forward is Aldis. Got back to the 22. Good inside pass as it came to Carney. She's wrapped up. This one's going to squib back. It comes to O'Boyle, who's trying to get around everybody. The Bears on her, though. The tugging continues. It is dropped. Is it a knock-on? Yes, it is. Hot potato. Not a game that Army has played well this evening. Full-time Malik Stadium, Clinton Field. Army men's soccer gives up an early goal, defeats Bucknell 4-1. The team improves to 7-3-3 overall at the moment. 4-1-1 in the Patriot League in first place. The referee has both front rows ready. He was not pleased with their initial start, so he stopped them dead in their tracks. And now we wait for Unmock to put this one back in. A good tackle again as Army has been very physical this evening. A cut back on the near side, stays in bounds. Trying to push forward is Lynch. And we have a whistle. Not releasing as Army, quick restart. Rekta tries to go through. Pushing forward again is Murtaugh. They've had so much possession down there. This one is going to be against Army for not releasing. It has to be frustrating for the Black Knights. A step forward, a step backwards. And this one will be kicked away. It will not reach us here at top, which means somebody has to go down and get it. In Hilburn. 8:55 left in the opening half. Sprint football. Army leads Stack 27-7. What's going to happen now here? Line out better this time by Brown. Hook back. As barging forward was Kathy. Yes, Kathy is back. She's slow to get up, but they're still going to use her as much as she can. She is playing on one good leg right now. Meanwhile, does Army get the ball? They do. As it's wrested away, it is snatched. Rekta tries to power away through. Got to the 22. It comes to Linder. Linder tries to spin and power again. Cycling like a washing machine, trying to spin. Eisenhower, hand off to Boyle. And no, Boyle received a forward pass. If you're doing a triple option, that's a great shovel pass, but it doesn't work here. 7.5 left in the opening half. Army only in front of Brown, 3-0. The drop goal by Eisenhart feels like a lifetime ago. There's not been much play down to the left side, but I don't see any Canada Geese congregating just yet. If you can pick that up in the microphone, it's not a haka being led. Everybody in full voice this evening. This is a big game for both teams. Ball is fumbled. Can Army get a beat on it? Trying to slide in is O'Boyle again. And Army able to get possession. Good tenacity once more. Linder looks for help, but a good hit by Lynch. Lynch been in the middle of everything tonight for Brown. Ollis, does he break through? Looks to dump it off for Cargo. No, not yet. No signal yet. They've got him on the edge of the cliff. Can they get it in? It's out. It's loose. Does Brown have it? No whistle yet. Army get it back. No signal yet. The mosh pit continues. It's back to Eisenart. Too far for Butt, but it's recovered. Pushed back to her. Butt with a chance. Spinning and spinning. Can she get it in? No, she can't. It is just short. Brown has been tough. And charging through Ellis. Yes, she's in. Army finally breaks the ice. Cecilia Ellis finally, that Army sideline can exhale as the Black Knights are up 8-0. Everybody looks exhausted. There's still a few minutes left in this opening half. But what a tremendous stand. A great effort by Brown, firstly. They've had to defend almost the entire first half, it feels like, and they've only given up 8 points up to this point. They're the Huskies. I was wondering what happened to them. Eisenart will have a chance to put this through the sticks and put Army up by 10. She had that drop goal earlier from not far away. This is from around 22. Maybe a little bit further than that. Not an awful angle. And somehow that one snuck through, and she knows she was a little bit lucky to nail it. Wasn't pretty, but when you're that good, you find ways to make kicks. Army in front 10-0, 4.5 left in the opening half. You can still buy single game tickets at Mikey Stadium for Army West Point football. Group sales are also still available. Visit GoArmyWestPoint.com. For more information, scroll over tickets to get in the game. If you want Army Navy tickets, please call the A Club at 845-938-2322 or the ticket office at 1-877-TICKS-ARMY. So this is the great effort that it took to get this one in for Army. Cecilia Ellis, one of the props. That means she's big and strong. And she was able to power her way in as Army, like a fighter in the ring, had thrown a flurry of punches and finally got one to connect on Brown's chin. Brown does not have to press the panic button yet. There's a lot to like about their effort so far, but they need ball control down near Army's try zone. They need to use something here for the end of the first half. Otherwise, that conversation during the half is not going to have a luster otherwise that you'd want. They've defended well. There's nothing wrong with what Brown has done defensively, but they need something to happen here. Unmocked. We'll get ready to put this one in. Army must stay focused. They cannot relax into finally getting that try. Unmocked will pick it up. Works it back now for Cunningham, who just got drilled. It's kept alive. Parker trying to carry her way through. She gets down. And a whistle. This one is against Army. Either offsides or coming in from the side. Inside the 22. This might be Brown's first trip inside the Army 22 tonight, or it's been a very long time. Back it comes again. It comes to Murray. Switched it now for Cunningham. Pass is deflected. Ball is out. Can Army fall on it? No, yes, they can. The Black Knights come away with it. Charge down. It's still loose. It's a wounded duck. And it's picked up and corralled by Lewis, who just gets freight trained outside the 10. There are barroom brawls with more politeness than what we're seeing right now for these ladies. Everything spills out like Keystone Cops and Spaghetti Westerns. Put ahead by Mahoney, and a huge hit again. 90 seconds left on the clock. Remember, when the clock hits 40 minutes, it's not necessarily over. And we have a whistle. The ref says time off. And he's going to have another conversation, it looks like, with Reckner. The train rolls by. Emmy unmarked. Will work it back to Murray. As the Bears try to go forward, down goes Van de Voorde. It's out! And falling on it is Agda. Knock on, they say, as we reach the 5 minute play here in the opening half. The athletic department at the U.S. Military Academy has its own Twitter account. Follow Go Army West Point for latest information on Black Knight teams, as well as highlights and content you may not find anywhere else. Again, Go Army West Point on Twitter. Well, we'll see what Army does here. If they're able to emerge from the scrum clean, they might go for a stroll down the near side. If they can't, they might kick it in a touch and go to the half, and we have a whistle as the referee discussing things with the Brown front row one more time. Check out the official online store of Army West Point. You can browse the complete selection of officially licensed apparel and merchandise by visiting shop.goarmysports.com. Again, shop.goarmysports.com. So they'll try again. We have reached the last of the 40 minutes. Linder trying to corral it was Reckner. It's loose, it's kicked. Can Army kick it in a touch? They don't. Just you wait a second. The referee says this is going against Army, so Brown gets another chance here. I think Army was trying to kick it in a touch to end the first half, and it was short. So Brown gets another chance. Unmarked will try again. As she grins at Campos, her opposing scrum half. Shift it back to Murray. Good pass down to Parker. Able to offload it for Kate Muldoon, who just got decked. Army want the ball. They come out and it's Linder. Linder wrested away. Meanwhile, trying to move the pile back was Lewis. It's chaos. Lewis just gets dragged down by Ellis. It comes through again as the Bears not going away. Army looking to get the ball and at least kick it in a touch to end the half. Brown needs points. Murray. Shifted now for Malloy. She gets brought down. Murray. Back at Cave. Offloads it again for Jessup. But she can't go forward. She is taken down, single leg by Ollis. If the mat was down at Crystal Arena, you might hear the referee yell too. Trying to fake it as Lynch gets wrapped up easily. There are needles at some USGS plant that are moving right now because of what's happening on this field. This pass goes astray. Can Army get on it? No. It's scooped up by Dill, Delaney Dill. Trying to move it forward as Brown has been pushed back inside their half of midfield. There's still time for Army if they can come up with an offensive turnover here. Ramped up again. Murray worked it back. The conga line continues. More great tackling by Army. Murray will just get rid of it. Here comes the butt, who kicks it. Ducking was Campos, and that is the end of the first half. Well, the good news for Army is they are in front. The bad news is they should probably be in front by a lot more than 10 points. They squandered some opportunities down near the Brown try line, but they'll be grateful for the lead. Early on in the game, a kick that looks really big right now. In the opening couple of minutes, Alyssa Eisenhart with a drop goal that made it 3-0. And then towards the end of the first half, Cecilia Ollis was able to push everyone out of her way to get that one in, and Army leads Brown 10-0 at the break. We need a break, and I think you might too. Come back for the second half. This is Army West Point Women's Rugby on YouTube. Well, after we got off to a bit of a late start tonight because Brown's bus didn't show up on time, which was not the players' fault, it looks like it's been worth the wait. That's why we started at 7:30 instead of 7 o'clock. Hard-fought match so far. A drop goal early by Alyssa Eisenhart, and then a try by Cecilia Ollis. That's been it. Army could be up by more than 10-0, but Brown has been tremendous defensively. The second half is right around the corner. You're watching Army West Point Women's Rugby on YouTube. Welcome back to Anderson Rugby Complex here at West Point. Army leads Brown 10-0 at the outset of the second half. What a tremendously physical display by these young ladies at the start of this game. Army, though, got an important 3 points in an unlikely scenario to start things off. I've never seen it done on this field, but Alyssa Eisenhardt, who's been a tremendous kicker for Army all season, scored a drop goal. You normally don't see that unless it's late in the game. You only need 1 or 2 points to win the contest. Army's up 3-0, played tremendous defensively, just pursuing the ball. It got very physical in a hurry. See Kate Muldoon at the bottom there for Brown. The Bears have had some issues with their lineouts. Army getting on the ball there, and then Mackay O'Boyle, who you probably saw in that package put together by our team here, was able to run through a couple of weeks ago through everybody, took that one off the chin. As Army's had some adventures handling the ball again. This is the main reason why they're only up by 10. Brown's been able to do just enough to stop Army from running up points. It has been a very tense physical contest tonight. A lot of work off the ruck, a lot of maul tonight. Brown occasionally would get into the opposing half, but the Black Knights just pushing him out of the way, and then came the big breakthrough for Army. Had some great pressure. The pass came to Cecilia Ullis, who had enough of a hold to get it through and get Army back on track. A tremendous pass there by Gwen Campos, able to find her. And Eisenhardt again, just able to sneak it through. As the Huskies were watching in the bottom corner there. It didn't have to be tremendous, just get it through the sticks. Was that younger Husky going after the ball? I'm not sure. I would too if I was having that much fun. So Army in front of Brown, 10-0 as we begin the second half here. I think the Black Knights right now just talking about focus, just trying to stay focused. You see a lot of talking being done down there, I believe, by Julia Reckna, who has had a lot of conversations as the captain with the referee so far this evening. Brown has not played poorly, but they need the ball. They need possession. They need continuity. They cannot defend all evening and expect to win this game. Out-of-town scoreboard. We begin on post. Malik Stadium, Army men, the soccer team defeating Bucknell 4-1. They'll stay in first place, or at least a share of it by the time the weekend's over. Late first half in Hilbert, New York, in Rockland County. Army Sprint football lead Stack 34-7. Stack had beaten Penn earlier this season, so Army was certainly going to take them seriously. Here we go again. Brown will kick off to start things. High in the sky. It goes 10. Army can pick it up, and they finally do. So let's see what happens now. How well can the Bears pursue? The ball has not been down in the Army half much tonight, as they'll try to charge through. It's moved out to the 10. More pushing. Just keep driving. As down goes Alice. She has the try for Army. It comes now to Wonker. She can't go forward. Brown stay on side. Campos distributes. Linder looks for help. Gets a bit of a push in the back for one of her teammates. Brown is strong here. It's out. Not releasing the ball. This one will go against Army, and somebody for Brown is down. It might be Nikki Lynch. Lynch, who Rosalind Chow, the head coach for Brown, talked about after the win last week against LIU, is face down and clearly in discomfort. Lynch is number 4 with her head or her neck. A bit of an awkward collision with Gwen Campos. Your neck is not supposed to bend that way, and luckily Lynch is back on her feet. That hurts. It hurts just watching it. And we'll see it one more time. Boom. Oh, my. Right into Campos, unsuspecting. If all she has is a headache in the morning, then she's going to be very lucky. That did not look good. Ticket sales continue for the Lockheed Martin Commanders Classic presented by USAA. Army and Air Force turn to Globe Life Field November 5th. To buy tickets for this game, visit GoArmyWestPoint.com/tickets. Rightfully so, the trainer is looking very carefully at Lynch. We've learned so much about head injuries over the years. And you can tell she says, I don't want this, I'll drink it anyway, as they're massaging her neck now to make sure that everything is in order. They are playing a heavy game right now, these young ladies, but remember, they are student athletes first at Brown, cadet athletes first at West Point. Neither school is seen as a safety school. And Lynch looks like she wants to stay in. And the discussion is continuing. And she's telling everybody, the entire coaching staff, perhaps everybody in the state of Rhode Island, to go away. She wants to continue playing, and she will. So we'll keep an eye on Lynch here for at least the next few minutes, see if anything happens. But they are depending on her to try to get closer to Army again. It'll be a line out coming up for Brown. Some have been good for them tonight, some have not been. It squirts and it comes right out to Mahoney, who tries to plow her way through. On the far side again, Dill looking for help, gets taken down. Murray, long pass, but a good hit by Pop. Olivia Pop getting involved for Army. More shoving, as trying to move everyone out of the way was Muldoon. Backward steps, part of the process sometimes. Brown just working on possession at the moment. Hook back now for Lynch. Good distribution, got it to Parker. Parker wrapped up well. Army trying to bring her down, they do. Looks like Murray's gonna kick this one, live ball. And this one will squib out of bounds. Army quick restart. And this way put it nice and high. Live ball, no spin. The Easter egg rolls, it'll go out of bounds. This field is only so big. I wish that ball could roll and roll all night. Another line out coming up for the Bears. Again, they've not played poorly, but they've not had much quality time down in front of Army sticks. Stairs that could burn through lead. Lungs begging for air. Secured as the Bears go back to work. And we have a whistle. Wait a minute. The referee wants to bring it back, I think. He's telling both sides, I know you can do better. Let's try this again. Again, it's, you know, the referee is not just the ref, he's an educator. We saw that a lot during the Army LIU B-side 10s match. It's not a cheerleading routine, but it's broken up. And Zegda is able to keep it for Army. The referee says play on. Shift it back to Linder. Now for Eisenart. O'Boyle tries to motor her way through, secures the ball, down she goes on her back. But she looks like she's fine. Eisenart distributes to Butt. Butt turned back around as Brown on it again. Army stays inside the 10. And now the Bears are able to get control. It's worked back. Mahoney tries to drive her way through. She is wrestled down. And a solid tackle by Wonker for Army. Trying to improvise and go forward is Muldoon. She's cut off though. Kicked again. Brown just looking for field position. But has to track it down. Able to shuffle it now for Chef. Chef has some room down the, oh, they say it was forward. And with her jaw as wide open as a python's, in disbelief, is Butts. I think the man down in the field got it right. That looked a little bit weird. So it's a scrum for Brown in a good spot. They've not had much time. Let's see here. Nope, we didn't get to see the pass, just Schaff running like a gazelle. And the ref pointing his fingers like that, saying it was tossed forward. Here's a better look. It's hard to tell because it's a bit of an angle, but it was lateral at best. Murray doesn't kick it. It goes a couple of times off and out. Parker thought she had it, and the ball bounced up and kissed her. So an Army scrum outside their own 10. The front rows must work together again. The choir sounds like they're getting tired. It has been a tremendous game. It has not been pretty, and maybe that's lent itself to being that much better. It doesn't have to be pretty. And a whistle. And the referee says, let's do this again. It needs more work. Remember that competing as far as the athletes helps cadets learn how to win in the battlefield. Athletics instills tenacity, resilience, discipline, mental and physical toughness, and the desire to excel. Grit and perseverance are the same things that build winning platoon leaders and company commanders when cadets graduate. Brown has been great defensively. They frustrated Army. Army's made their share of ball handling errors inside the Brown 22. Here comes Rekna. Rekna tries to move her way through. Distributed to Eisenhart. Good pass over to O'Boyle. O'Boyle tries to get through some stormy seas. Gets inside the 10. And it comes to Carney, and she is pushed back. Tight pass for Linder by Murtaugh. And she's put back. Brown get back on side. Good distribution, Eisenhart. Now for Butt. Butt has Schaff left side, and she's not Manute Bowl. She's not going to catch that one. The crescendo was great until the conductor dropped the baton and it ended up in the tuba. This had all the makings, but what? A little bit too high. The fact that Schaff got even that close to it was remarkable. So a line out for Brown. Again, it's been hit or miss tonight for the Bears in this front. Some have looked good, some have been intercepted by Army easily. And it looks like we have a substitution. Out comes Mahoney. As soon as I can tell you who is in, I will let you know. But the Bears are playing some pieces of the puzzle now. Aziza Alford is in for Mahoney now. Work back to Murray. As not sure what to do with it was Dill. It's on the deck. And the referee says knock on. So Army scrum coming. Halftime at Hilburn. Sprint football. Army lead stack 34-7. If Army keeps winning, they're likely to hook up with Navy in the CSFL title game in just a few weeks. Here we go again. Shift it back. It comes to O'Boyle. Now it's taken by Eisenhart, who's able to offload for Butt, who's dragged back down by Cunningham. Kendall Cunningham with a good tackle. Put back up again by Rekta, who's trying to just drive through as Army getting closer and closer to the 22. It's bobbled, and Brown think they have it. The handling errors for Army continue as Linder's trying to get it back, but she's warded off as Brown will try to go forward once more. Malloy knocked down. We have a whistle. And this one is going to go against Army, it looks like. Looks like it'll be a scrum setting up for the Bears. Half hour left. Army's done a good job of minding the store. They lead 10-0. I'm hearing vocal fatigue, but they're still in tune down there. Army moves the spider, and it's taken by Murtaugh, who's able to find it for Rekta. As the Black Knights feel like they might have a chance here to get some real breathing room. Carney looks to go forward again. Maybe 15 out at the most, and we have a whistle. This one is against Brown. A break for Army. A high tackle. The Black Knights have some options here. Eisenhart's going to try to kick it into touch and set up a line out around the 5. Where do they spot it? Exactly at the 5. She's good with that foot. Now this match reaches a critical juncture. As the Puppies continue to play in the back, they could care less what's going on in the field. Zagda gets ready to toss this one in. Security important for Army. It comes in well. Good pass for Cargyle. But she can't go there because Brown was onto her. Walker tries to drive her way through. She can't. Brown get control of it. Another missed opportunity for Army. They just have not been able to handle the ball consistently well in that area. And this one is knocked away off the foot of Murray before she got decked. This is not gridiron football. There's no such thing as roughing the kicker. But gets dragged down just across midfield. And not letting her go is Lynch. I guess she's doing better. Shifted back as Army with some good speed. Here comes Scott. Jillian Scott trying to just hammer it through. And she is stopped. Wait a second. Looks like they've called a knock-on. It has to be frustrating for Army because they have had so much good rhythm and spots tonight and have not been able to put it all together consistently. And another substitution this time for Army. Emma Richard-Smith is coming in. And getting congratulations on the bench is Olivia Pop. So Army, the end game has started. 26 minutes left. Important scrum for Brown. Handed off well. It ultimately comes to Parker, who's dropped down. And we have a whistle. Not releasing the ball. Army want a quick restart. The ref says no. He says he had to come back, ladies, right here. Eisenhart directs traffic. And she'll try to put this one into touch and start a line out again, but it's going to be short. Did it go off some fingertips? Referee, I think, is going to have a conversation with his assistant. Can they bring the ball in and get some fingerprints off of it? Is there DNA evidence that somebody touched it? Let's see. I think that went off of somebody. Was it Murray? And then the question is, did it go off of Scott after the fact? Is it the chicken or the egg? It'll be a line out for Army. Nicely done, secured again. If Army can score here, if they can get a try, that will break Brown's spirit. They have been high on spirit tonight. It's juggled again. Wait a second. Somebody dove in for Brown. A break for Army. Now it's brought back quickly. Rekna trying to come in like a wrecking ball. She's down inside the 5. Army sensing the kill. Walkner looks for help. Massive I formation for Army. Campos looks to distribute. Eisenhart. Back it came, intended for a butt. And this is, wait a second, no whistle. Brown's going to get possession as the referee, I think, played advantage. And now I think he might bring it back to the initial spot, which is 7 away. It goes without saying how quickly this game moves. The ref's got to have a pretty good photographic memory, especially as it comes to positioning. I think it was intended by Richard Smith to go back to Eisenhart, but Butt got in the way. Butt's thumb deflecting that one. 23.5 left. The Army West Point Women's Soccer Program has a Winter Elite ID Camp coming. It happens January 28th to 29th and includes 6 total hours on the field. Anyone entering grades 7 through 12 can participate, as well as JUCO and other eligible transfers. Early registration and $25 off ends November 1st. For more information, go to the team's Twitter account, Army WP_W Soccer, and click on the link in the bio. You would expect Brown to secure possession if they get it back in their try zone, boot it away, but they need possession. They need to be able to run upfield. Can Army slow them down? The spider is turning. Loose behind. Support necessary is Army. Trying to push Brown back. Dangerous ball handling. Brown still with it, though. They'll keep with possession, and we have a whistle. Time off, the referee says. And he wants to have a conversation with somebody. And he wants to have another conversation. We see Cargile involved, as well as Rekna, and it looks like Zegda's there at well. And whatever he's telling Zegda, he's being very direct. There is something that she is apparently doing that he does not like. This is one case where I wish we had the ref mic'd up down below, and it looks like Zegda's been given a yellow card. She has been binned for 10 minutes. And she's got that, well, as many teeth as the Cheshire Cat, but it's not a grin. So this is Brown's opportunity, and somebody for Army is actually down. With a leg in the air, I'd like to think it's a cramp, but it may be more than that. So Brown's opening to get back into this game is here. Army will have to play with one field. Looks like that was Campos down there. So let's see. Number 2 is Zegda. What was she doing? Did she say something? I'm not sure. I didn't see anything malicious. But either the ref heard something or she had done something repeatedly. Michelle Zegda will sit for now, as this ball is going to bounce in and out, do the hokey pokey, and nobody wants to touch it. So a line out for Brown. Important is ball security here. Almost deflected away, but the Bears able to secure and brought back quickly. Again, Army is down one player right now because of Zegda's yellow card. That's an important plot line at the moment. As trying to barrel away through it, somersaulting is Jessup. For good measure, but she lost the ball. But we'll get rid of it. Erin Jessup with the athletic move of the night. A prop somersaulting. You don't see that much. Kicked ahead, though, by Schaff as Brown backpedaling. And now they'll try. Wait a second. The whistle is blown. And the referee wants it moved back. Knock on, he says. Okay. Introducing Erin Jessup. Alley-oop she goes, but there came the ball. Somersault and laying an egg at full speed. I think we've seen everything tonight. Jillian Scott is out for Army. I think Molly Murtaugh is either come out as well. As we've reached the midway point of this second half. A whistle. This one is against Army. So Brown looking to make some tracks here. This one is kicked into the balcony, and again, Humpty Dumpty wants nothing to do with us, so he gets out of here. Ticket sales continue for Army Hockey at Tate Rink. Many plans and group sales also available. Visit GoArmyWestPoint.com/tickets for information. For new rinkside season tickets, please call the A Club at 845-938-2322. High in the sky it comes. Brown looking to shift it. It's hurried back. Good tight passing, but Army slowing things down again. Here comes Dill. Lost it. It's on the deck. Dill found it. And the whistle blows. As the referee says, this will be a knock-on. And Army will get the ball back here as time continues ticking down. There's still time for Brown to do something, but they need possession. And they need to find an extra gear right now because Army's physical play might be wearing him down. Tremendous play made by Cargill from the back, able to strip that ball. Army scrum coming. Again, if you're Army, focus on ball security right now. It has not been their strength. They've gotten closer to the Brown sticks tonight. Campos wheels it back out for Richard Smith. O'Boyle wrapped up by Murray. We have a whistle. It's against Brown. Army, quick restart. Rachna. It's shifted forward and kicked ahead, but the referee says, nope, I saw it go off your thumb first. These ball handling errors are about the biggest thing, maybe the single thing, keeping Brown within striking distance of Army right now. If Army cleans that stuff up, I don't think this is much of a game right now. That may sound hard to believe, especially with the effort Brown has given offensively, but the Bears have not mounted a whole lot of offense tonight, and Army has given away some good opportunities and some good possession. So now what? The tarantula turns, and the referee says this is against Brown. So Rechna's got the ball, and she is going to distribute it. And this will be kicked to the touch by Eisenhardt. We think. No, it's just going to be short. Don't know if that was by design or not. And some great wrestling down to the sideline. Kahala Bandman getting ready to put this one back in. Army continuing to move it. Just hang on to the ball. Let your feet do all the talking. It gets towards the 5. The movement continues. Linder tries to drive her way through, but she's met by a big bear cave. Shift it back out. Inside pass came to Richard Smith, but she's not going anywhere. As the Bears now moving the Black Knights back. Good distribution for Allis. Has the Army try tonight. Also has her left leg heavily bandaged. It's out again. Play continues, and Brown come up with it again. Lynch gets taken down outside the 22. Good passing by the Bears as they are trying to outrun Army right now. But the aggression by the home team continues. Meaningful silence. Murray kicks this one low. Not sure she got it off the way she wanted. It's in some feet. And now I think they're calling a knock-on. That ball looks like it's about as greased up as a Gaylord Perry spitball. 15 minutes left. Army fans shouldn't have to work hard to find other Army fans. You can use Facebook to connect with fellow supporters of the Black Knights while keeping up to date with athletic events on post. Check it out at Go Army West Point. Again, Go Army West Point on Facebook. Important scrum coming up for Brown. Time is short for them now. And another whistle. Time is off. Zegda getting ready to come back in once her yellow card expires. Again, Army is down a player at the moment as the assistant who officiated earlier today the B-Sides introduction to 10s rugby by LIU, which was a masterful job that LIU did, by the way. They look good playing 10s. Explains to the referee tonight's match what was up. And now the ref tells the front rows what is up. Brown will try to put it back in again. And another false summit. The front rows will converge again. Here comes the fun part. Brown able to secure. And a big tackle by Richard Smith. Brown hangs on to it. Another takedown at the 10. And a whistle. This one is going against Brown for not releasing. Army with a quick restart. Shuffle back. Rekna gets into the 22. Behind her is Bandman looking for support. Out it came to Wokner. And another whistle. Somebody dove in. That's not cool. As I'm looking around, as this one is kicked in a touch again, I believe the yellow card on Zegda has expired. So Army is back to full strength. If Army can secure possession of this line-out, they'll take at least a few more seconds off the clock. A score here likely ends the game. Eisenart drops it back. Cargyle tries to move. Linder hooks it back. Army has to be careful here. Here comes Schaff, trying to make something out of nothing. She's wrestled down. Army wants a high tackle, no sail. And they get it back to the 22. We have a whistle. And this one's going against Brown again. Just a thought. Would Eisenart try a drop goal again? That would put Army up by 13. And the tree is eating that one. If I was down in that field watching these ladies work hard, I'd be hungry too. They finally fished the ball out of the leaves. Some are green, some are not. Again, a drop goal put Army in front by 13. You get 5 for a try, 2 for a conversion. So that will make life tough for Brown if Army can get just 3 more points on the board. Comes to Rectum, but we have a whistle. And they'll reset. Work continues on the $95 million Mikey Stadium Preservation Project, the most ambitious gift-funded construction project in the history of the U.S. Military Academy. For more information to make a gift, please visit MikeyStadium.com. So it's a Brown scrum after all of that. The Bears need to get downfield, but they might be approaching the east side of the gauge. They've had to defend almost all evening, and they've put forth a tremendous effort. Murray. Hike back a couple of times, and Army on it. Back inside the 5. Brown in trouble. On one hand, you do want to see them kick it away, but they got to keep possession here. They have to fight upstream here. Even if they're swimming against the current, the Bears have to keep with that ball. But the ball moves further back. Army with possession is coming up with it down at the bottom. And brought back now, O'Boyle. O'Boyle tries to jam her way through, cannot. Schaff in there as well. Recta tries to pile her way through. No signal yet. Now there is! Army finally get the score that they absolutely wanted. And perhaps they have now put themselves in great position to complete the mission. Think Recta just got it in. It was not by very much. But Army now in front by 15. Eisenart has been perfect tonight. Had the drop goal in the opening minutes. Converted after the try at the end of the first half by Otis. Staring into the laces of the ball. Not an awful angle. It's coming back. Got it! And she is reacting like she just did something that needs to be patented. Both of her conversions tonight have been thread like needles, tiny needles. Army in front 17-0 with 7.5 left, and that might do it. When they look at the stats, they'll say that she made all 3 of her kicks tonight. She's not going to care, and neither will her teammates. It's been a gritty effort all evening by Army. Out comes Linder. No, pardon me. Linder is out, and she has a seat on the bench immediately. As Army will try to go forward again. Ball is caught at the 10. Brown needs the ball badly. The window is starting to close. Good fake by Segna, who's got a fresh tank of gas following her banishment. Eisenhart kicks it nice and high. It's a jump ball. And almost coming away with it was Richard Smith. On the far side, it's out of bounds, and let's see what happened here. Nope. We are as we are. It'll be a line out coming up with 6 minutes left. Army comfortably in front, it would seem, 17-0. New basketball season ticket memberships at Crystal Arena are now available online. Please visit GoArmyWestPoint.com/tickets to watch Army basketball take the floor. Note that renewals are not available online. To renew, please call 877-849-2769. It was telegraphed, so on it again is Richard Smith, who's been good for Army since she came in. Down goes Parker. She has played a wild game too for Brown. The Bears' effort has not been bad at all. They have played tough, but they've not had the ball nearly as much as they've needed to have it. Murray gets rid of it. Army, wait a second, the ball says, I'm doing this instead. Humpty Dumpty blinked right, turned left, and Brown is still alive. Murray will say she planned that just as it happened. It came to Morgan Cunningham and made the nice catch. She doesn't try it again, though, right away, Murray, as Army will be strong at their 10. And we have a whistle. Time off, I think the referee says, and he wants to have a conversation with somebody. Is that Rekna? Yes, it is. Well, he was talking to her because she's the captain. And it looks like the whistle's going to be for not rolling away from the ball. So Murray will kick this at a touch. Line out coming up for Brown. The scoreboard says 4 minutes and change. Left in this one is Army. Again, it will not be paint by number, but they've put together a masterpiece defensively. Ball control has been a bit of an issue for them, especially down near the Brown tri-zone. They've made some handling errors that maybe would have, without them, maybe this game would have been a bit of a wider margin. But again, you cannot dismiss how tough Brown has played tonight. And Army get control of it again. Spun away. Referee says play on. Bandman looks to go forward. Off of Eisenhart. O'Boyle. Can she go on a run here? Got it to Butt. And Kate Richard Smith. And it's not going to be able to get to Schaff. If Schaff able to field that frozen rope, she might be gone for a while and maybe not coming back. It would certainly make for an explosive ending to this one for Army. Victory looks pretty secure at this point. Brown needs time to get downfield, score, and come back. I don't think it's time they're going to be able to find. And this one is picked back and brought back in. And it's a knockout against Brown. As the clock continues to tick down, the window is now closed for Brown. This was deflected. Army's been strong defending lineouts all evening. It's not as easy as it looks. And you should appreciate how physically demanding the sport is to play at this high of a level. One more chorus from the choir. And the referee says, let's try this again, ladies. So with the win, Army, a bounce-back win after losing at Dartmouth, will improve to 4-1 on the season. Brown will drop to 4-1-1 overall. And there goes everybody. And bringing down the scrum is the call. I've seen better days and the bottom falls out. It certainly did there. Buck and a quarter left. Will the ball end up here? Not quite. One final lineup for Army, and that should do it. Zagda, who sat for 10 minutes. We're not sure why. Back to toss this one in for Army. Cecilia Ollis, heavily bandaged left leg. Had the try at the end of the first half that gave Army some confidence. Down goes everybody. Hope they're okay. Meanwhile, smothering the ball is Campos. We have a whistle. And the referee is stopping the clock to have a conversation with his assistant. There was a heavy thud during that line out. It's like dropping the safe through the floor of your home. That's how heavy it was. The scoreboard is about ready to hit 40 minutes. Scrum for Brown. Can they get points on the board before they head back to Rhode Island? The tarantula moves backwards. Can Army find it? No, they don't, but there's a knock-on called anyway. And I believe that all Army has to do is kick it to the touch, and this game is over. Eisenhart, her leg has been good tonight, has 7 of Army's points. Allison Recta with the tries. Campos wants a different ball for this moment. A scrum for Army. The train rolls by to say hello. Oh, it's been a great night of rugby for both teams. Brown has been very game, but Army did just enough to complete the mission here. Campos swung back out. One more for the road they won. Eisenhart on the far side. Intended for Schaap, but it's intercepted. There may be more time down in the field than the scoreboard says. The referee is the ultimate timekeeper. He decides when dinner is ready. We have a whistle. There's a puppy that wants to be fed dinner right now, but the cry goes unheard at the moment. Brown with one more kick in the can here. And the assistant's flag goes up. And that is it. Army completes the mission and shuts out Brown 17-0. We emphasize again that some ball handling errors caused a problem for Army. Perhaps all evening they could have won this game by much more. But Brown also defended very, very well this evening to make this a very enjoyable game and a very physical game. Ice bags for everybody tonight. Army got a drop goal early from Melissa Eisenhart. That was early out of the game. First time I've ever seen a drop goal on this field. The physical play continued all evening as both teams just continuing to vie for possession. Some ball handling errors by Brown as well, especially on lineouts. Mackay O'Boyle may want an ice pack as this one got her on the chin from Cody Butt. Army, though, was able to stick around. And it was ultimately towards the end of the first half that they were able to get some distance. Again, it was a bit of an adventure in ball handling tonight for Army, as some of the tackles tonight and some of the scrums and some of the mauls felt like grappling. But Army was able to finally break free towards the end of the first half as Brown just kept with it and kept with it and kept with it and kept with it, making it tough for Army to put on some points. And finally, the ball came to Cecilia Ollis at the end of the first half. She was able to duck down to give Army an 8-0 lead at the time. A good distribution by Gwen Campos there. It wasn't a pretty conversion, but a rainbow drop shot by Alyssa Eisenhart got the ball in. That made it 10-0 at the half. Army's pressure on the Brown lineouts continued throughout the second half. And you see Michelle Zega that there for Army saying, please put me down. Brown continued to try to hustle, but Army was able to complete the mission. And Julia Recta got the final try of the evening, and she was able to bust her way through to get inside a couple of Bears. And Alyssa Eisenhart able to finish it off with the final conversion as the Black Knights improve on the season to 4-1 with a 17-0 victory over Brown. They tell us that dinner is on the stove, ready to go. For Dan Walker in graphics, for Big Mike, our director, for Ryan Panny, the assistant director for live events, and for Rich DeMarco, the associate athletic director for broadcasting and licensing at the United States Military Academy. I'm Nikolai Busko. Thank you for watching Army West Point Women's Rugby on YouTube. Have a great night.